allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk Witt.
Mayor Doro.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Murphy.
Here.
Trustee Bucklin.
Here.
Trustee Mawson.
Here.
Trustee Bridge.
Here. Clerk Witt. Did everybody get a chance to look at the minutes that Sarah sent around?
I did.
Any changes, additions, subtractions, amendments? Can I have a motion to approve those
Make
minutes?
that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Vouchers are going around. Raise any questions. Otherwise, any current questions on the vouchers? Can I have a motion to approve the vouchers?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Thank you. Chief, how are you, sir?
Good, how are you doing?
Good.
So, calls, nothing too extraordinary. Both the structure fire calls were mutual aid ones. One was to that big church fire up in Hyde Park. We did send a crew up there to help out. That was a very large building and a very difficult fire for Hyde Park. Other than that, mutually for NDP, we gave it 3 times, received it twice. Both of the twice were for second calls in the district. Both of those times, the volunteer ambulance was able to get out and handle it. Both times they transported it to the hospital. One thing that I forgot to put on there, I'm going to start trying to keep track of better, is when we get the county fly car or supplemental ambulance, we received mutually from them once. So, just something to keep an eye on.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Is the EMS response, is that new, that some of those, or has you always had those, all those?
Sometimes the rescue squad members and the fire department members go into the calls. I don't always have time to pull those numbers
No,
out,
it's good. I like that.
but I try to when I can.
Yeah, thank you.
So out of the 48 times that it was an EMS only call that NDP went to, 38 times there were rescue squad members on scene, and 31 times fire department only members were on scene. So, I did have a little sit down with the new county legislator, Eric Alexander, and discussed about the problem of the rising NDP costs and or Empress or whatever they're called now.
Yeah.
No, we had a good discussion about that.
Good.
It brought some concerns about how we're going to keep funding the rising cost of it.
Yeah.
So it's something he's working on for us.
That's what I've heard as well.
So hopefully, I know legislation takes time, but hopefully we'll start seeing some results from that.
Yep.
Drills coming up, we're doing cold water rescue. We've had some wonderful weather to give us great ice to be able to do that. So we're going to take advantage of it while it's here.
Yeah.
We're going to have a radio communications class. One of our members is a 911 dispatcher for the county, so she brings the county program right to us and gives us all the ins and outs of that. And last month I forgot to put on there that we tried to get a lot of driver training done. We had a few people take the class to be able to start driver training, so hopefully we get some more drivers and can get the trucks out a little easier.
These are the big trucks, obviously.
Yep, big trucks and even the brush trucks. We have to do specialized training on all of them before we can do driver training.
Okay.
So, anyone have any questions on calls or numbers like that?
Just for the EMS responses, when MFD and MRS respond, like, is there a difference? And
So
what
the
people
MRS is the rescue squad members only. So some members are rescue squad only, all they do is EMS. Some are fire department only, they don't do EMS. So we split how they respond that way. And some members do both.
what would an MFD member be doing for an EMS call? Just, I don't know that. I
Yeah,
don't know
so
that.
like, one of the calls we had was a person kicked by a horse out in the field. they respond in to help carry the person out of the field, or if, God forbid, we have to do a landing zone, they're there on hand to help set up the landing zone for a helicopter.
Basically appears to assist the EMS any way they can.
Gotcha. Okay.
The majority of us have first aid CPR training, so we try to go and help
Yeah.
make things easier for the NEP group.
Okay.
Sometimes you never know what you're walking into.
The one other big one that the rescue squad calls on the fire department is if it's cardiac arrest and CPR failures, they're gonna call for extra manpower because they wanna get as many EMTs and paramedics in the back of that rig. You might need a driver to come to the scene and help out.
Questions? Tim, any questions?
No.
You usually have questions, that's all.
Saving those.
Thank you, Chief.
Yeah, just got one other hopefully quick thing. We put out the bid for the replacement police vehicle. Only received one. We put out the bid in the newspaper. I even reached out to a few companies that do it in the surrounding areas. Only person who got back to us was Ruby's Chevy. Their total price was $79,976 and change.
That's for the whole thing?
Whole package, lettered, lighted, everything installed.
And that's new.
Yeah, no one got back with any used ones. I did some searching just to find companies that were selling some. I couldn't find any under 40,000 miles, let alone the 20,000 that we agreed on.
Is that less than it was the total amount last time?
It's about, memory serves me right, it's about 4,000 more than the last one.
Okay.
So, between the lights and the vehicle costs, they go up every year. I was worried that it was gonna be worse. I was thinking, a lot of the vehicles I found online that are pre-built, that companies sell, were running the 90,000 range.
Yeah.
So, keeping it a hair under 80,000.
And how old was that? The other one?
2 years.
2 years. You had 11,000 on it?
Yeah.
Any word on possible help from the community or donors or?
None yet, no.
Okay,
No.
I know that was something we did.
Yeah.
So what are you looking for tonight?
Motion to accept the bid and we can start getting it built.
I'd like to discuss that and some other FD related issues in the executive session with the board, and then I think we're happy to bring that up tonight, and then I can get back to you.
Sure.
Thanks.
Anything else for Dominic right now? No? Thank you, Chief. Anybody else gonna go from?
Just I've been in touch with the insurance adjusters for the leak in the firehouse.
So there's a leak at the fire, anybody aware? No. Leak.
So we've had an ice buildup
Oh,
at the
okay.
firehouse and it's caused a substantial amount of damage inside. So the adjuster was gonna try to come out, but he can't get out till next week. So he's gonna try to find 2 other adjusters closer to get out, hopefully tomorrow or Friday.
I got an email from someone today.
Yeah, that was the one adjuster from Saratoga.
Okay.
Is there a warranty on the, because it's not old, right?
No, it's only 4 years. It was done in 22, so gotta look.
And so people were up there, so the people up there yesterday, trying to,
A lot of
Loosen
some
some
members
of
were
that.
up there with hot water pressure
Yeah, I
washers
saw that.
trying to cut the ice off and
Yeah.
made a big difference.
yeah, good.
Any paperwork? You guys found some paperwork?
We've got some, but we don't have really.
It was a
Contract.
5-year warranty, so we did find that letter. It
Right.
states that there's 5-year warranty, and we're still within that time.
Okay. And that's got all the GC and the sub and.
It's just a letter
It
from the
didn't have
sub.
much in it.
Yeah, it doesn't have much.
No.
So I don't know if you guys have more paperwork than we have on it, or
I don't think we do. That would be with you guys.
All I have was the like bid amounts. Yeah, I don't have.
okay, we'll have to look further, do some more digging to find some things.
Let us know. We'll go from there.
Do a lot of damage inside?
There seemed to be sort of an epidemic of that going on.
Yes.
In the next couple of weeks, when it starts getting warmer.
Yeah,
it's gonna
warmer
get
next
worse.
week, yeah.
You're talking the roof, right?
Yeah.
So the other place I checked is Ed Lodi. So I recall when we had the bids, took a copy of all the bid information. He was working with Matt, I think, to go through that. So he might have copies of those quotes.
I'll reach out to him tomorrow.
You said they used some of the contract.
Yeah, we don't have the technical meetings for the contract.
Tim, did you you remember signing anything? Like, was there a contract at all?
I'm sure there was. I don't recall the actual, remember the meeting, but I can't recall exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I know Ed Lodi was basically running the meeting and working with the contractors
Okay.
to make sure it was executed properly.
Anything else from your end, or is that it for now?
No, that should be it from us. Okay.
Thank you. Chief Dworkin?
Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
So for the month of January, our officers responded to 136 calls for service. I'll give you a minute to look at that. Any questions about anything?
Pretty standard.
Outside of that, the only other thing I have for you is under technology. We have met with the Verizon representative and we are looking at upgrading our communication system, telephone communication system. Something that provides better connectivity, is more reliable, and allows us better connectivity with the residents. So the way it would work basically is telephone lines upstairs would go to Verizon, come away from Optimum, and they would then, everything would be on one system. So our cell phones, our telephones, if somebody calls in, instead of it just going to a voice message in-house, it would also go to the cell phone the officers have on the road. So they wouldn't have to wait to come back to respond. We can also set it up where in the overnights when there's not an officer on duty, we can set it up so it automatically transfers to the state police. The new technology offers a lot of options that we don't have currently. And according to the rep, the price will be a little bit less than we're paying now. The initial onset is the cost of the telephones themselves. They gave us a reduced rate of about 60% off. We just have to wait and see if we decide to go this route. But outside of that, the cost should be less than we're paying now.
And we might consider doing the whole
Building?
building, yeah.
Yeah.
One of the nice things about this system is if we go with this village-wide, transferring calls, among departments is much simpler, faster, easier. Messaging system is better, so it does provide a lot of expanded opportunities for all the departments.
And you don't need a phone line, you just plug it in,
Yeah.
so it can be plugged in anywhere.
Can it transfer out of buildings, like all the way over out of department?
I believe so, but I wasn't.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is it VoIP?
It
I'm
could,
assuming?
yes, it is. Yep. And so it works off of cell service and the internet, but yeah, it can transfer, not just within the village hall itself, but to each department in the village. You can also set it up where it sends, just like we would with the police department, it can transfer to your cell phone as well.
Keep us in the loop, that sounds good. Yeah.
That's all I have for you. Any questions about that?
Very good. So a couple other administrative things for you, Chief. Officer Morrone first. What do we need to do there? What do you need from us for Officer Morrone? Just accept his resignation and reappoint?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's basically just a state requirement. He has to be off the books for 24 hours to give him that break for the pension system to begin his, his retirement.
I saw an article where he was mentioned, a couple people from City of Poughkeepsie recently retired, and he was mentioned in the article, so. Any questions about this procedural? I will make a motion that we accept Officer Morrone's resignation and subsequently reappoint him.
A second.
Let's do it. Let's vote.
Mayor Doro?
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Murphy?
Aye.
Trustee Bucklin? Trustee Mawson?
Aye.
And Trustee Briggs?
Aye.
Thank you. And then your proposed community development block grant application, Chief?
Yes.
Trustees recall, the board has submitted several of these in the past. So the past couple we've submitted for sidewalks on Franklin. We've been successful in that regard. This is a 2026 application. Chief Dworkin is proposing that we apply for this and use the money to make ADA accessibility improvements to the village police department to enhance public access. And a public hearing is required as part of this application. So we're going to schedule a public hearing 2 weeks from now, on the 25th. It is a requirement. So I will make a motion that we do so.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great, thank you. There you are, Chief.
Thank you.
Get the ball rolling there.
Appreciate that.
There.
What's the status on the request of DOT for them to designate 44A as a 3-truck route around the village?
So that was unsuccessful.
They haven't done much help at all.
So is there any benefit for us, you and me, or at least me, to contact Hinchy and Barrett and ask for their help to?
Trustee Lawson and I met with
Oh, you did?
Assemblywoman Barrett after this news that
Okay.
we received. Basically, what everyone was told at that meeting was just not correct. That regional person does not have the authority to sign off on that. That lies strictly with the Commissioner of DOT in Albany and their deputy only. The next step would be for us to pursue a traffic study, which could be a expensive kind of black hole of time and money wasted. So that's kind of on hold right now, but
So Dee Barrett, has she offered to make any calls or?
not
Not,
in particular, I would
No.
say.
mostly her assistant said, yeah, no, it was a lot of.
Would you mind if I call Hinchy and Barrett?
Doesn't hurt. I don't see why.
All right, do you have any official response from DOT rejecting the request?
I think, Chief, you do, right?
I have an email from them.
Can I get a copy of that? And I would
Sure.
like to take
It
that.
doesn't say much, but most of it was from a phone conversation.
Okay.
And that really was exactly what the mayor said.
But just forget you and I were at the meeting with DOT. They didn't
Yes.
promise that DOT would approve
I
it,
was
but
there.
they made it very simple as far as the process required.
They made it very promising.
Yeah.
Yes,
that
very
guy-
promising, yes.
That if
He
we
was
went
very
through these
confident.
steps,
And I could see that they weren't empowered. Still, it looked to me like it was easy to do if we got the town and the
Yeah.
village together. So I think I want to make that message to both Barrett as well as to Hinch.
What Barrett's office told us was, we don't know why that was communicated in that way, because that power does not lie with that person,
Okay,
that
because, I mean,
office.
They should at least be able to make a phone call for us and try.
They did. I think
Yeah.
they did follow up with DOT, and
They did?
DOT recommended this next step.
Well,
Which I agree-
traffic
Which
study,
I agree with you is not something we should spend money on.
Right.
but that Millbrook listens might decide that, cause I know that this is one of the big issues in the community, right, is getting those trucks off. So if you wanna make calls, and then we can see if the Millbrook Listens group, if this is something that rises to a level where we actually find out what it would cost, and then, and then pursue it that way, see if we can get a grant.
All right, fine. So Mayor, I'll keep you posted with what I do, all right?
Sure.
I will need your
That's
help as
great.
well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
It was definitely very disheartening to get that news after all that work,
Absolutely.
working with the town,
Yeah.
time, money
Well, two
spent.
different answers, right? One
Right.
person said one thing and one
Yeah.
person said another, so if we can have a decisive, coming down on one side or the other would be helpful.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Super Kelly, you are gracing us with your presence this evening. Thank
How is
you.
everybody?
Good.
How are you?
I'm just lovely. Just a reminder, the snow ordinance parking is still in effect. It does make our job difficult, especially with the amount of snow that's on the roads. If your car's parked out on the road, trying to plow around it, salt around it, make the roads safer for everybody. Just want to-
Especially when snow and something is in the forecast.
Correct.
Especially that night.
Yes, that's what we're more
Right.
worried about, is having snow that night or that day. Is there's multiple public parking areas that people can go park in, or just park in your driveway. I just want to thank all the village residents and businesses and the patrons of the village for their cooperation with us removing snow in the middle of the night and through the day, and blocking traffic and just helping us out by not parking on the road. That was great during that big storm. There wasn't really anybody out except for one car. Collected the rest of the Christmas trees in the village. We had 7 snow events, about 35 inches of snow during January. The town of Washington Highway Department and Ray Septic helped us with snow removal after the big storm. It was a huge help. I want to thank Joe and his whole crew for that. Replaced the window on the Kubota tractor and a couple other little minor things. I think it's been taking a beating this year with the amount of snow we've been getting. Trimmed some trees on Linden, built some potholes in the village, and then one big thing I really want to say thank you to is my crew, Darren, Jeff, and Maddie, for the amount of hours they've put in since the first week of December. We've had one weekend off since then, so I just want to thank them for their countless hours that they've had working, keeping the village safe. So other than the snow, that's pretty much it.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Doing a great job out there.
Yeah. Really removing snow, especially on the curb. That was huge. I
Here I'm
know,
going all
it's a
night.
pain in the ass.
I'm nice and cozy.
Only had one complaint, so which is good.
That's something.
I'm on this thing.
That was wrong.
Any questions?
No.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Ethan. Scott, hello.
For January, all maintenance and sampling was completed. Had a service line leak off the Harts Village Road, and replaced one frozen water meter on Washington Avenue. Until today.
Yeah.
How many gallons did they flow through that?
Well over 100,000, I'm sure.
What happened?
It was pumping out pretty good last night.
Water main break.
Oh, no. Where was that?
Pilgrim Lane.
Oh, God.
It's all fixed?
Yep.
Was it what line, 6 inch? 8?
No.
8.
You got an alert?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think about the entire village, just the area that was gonna be affected.
Oh. Okay. Thought you were special. Mine wasn't. I'm like, why don't I get an alert?
I can send you
I'm
alerts all the
spent.
time if you want.
No, I probably don't want
Yeah, so on the sewer, maintenance and sampling, we had all sludge from Earth Care. Had the generator repaired prior to the storm because it wouldn't start. So I had Kinsley come out and get that running. And we completed the annual flow certification form for DEC. And along with tie and bond, we completed and submitted our annual I&R report on time.
Thank you. That I&I report was also sent to the EPA in regards to our continued audit by them as well. And then on the wastewater treatment plant, we had, I don't think Scott you were on it, but Taken Bond and I had a call with EFC up in Albany in regards to closing on the financing. Not quite there yet. There's potentially some more money that might be available to us. There's a couple things we would need to do to be eligible for that. So we're kind of waiting and going back and forth with them for a little bit. But Tig and Bond is working on what's called a pre-selection package, which basically is that goes out to contractors to see what kind of get a sense of who was going to bid on this project. So that's what Tig and Bond is working on right now. And as well, there is a exposed sewer main under 343, kind of going towards
Through Bennett.
through Bennett. And it's a problem. It also lies in a creek over there. So Tig and Bond put together a proposal we need to fix it, basically.
It's not broken, it's just that there's a potential for it to break because of the creek flowing over top of the lines.
Oh,
Yeah. So we just need to like reinforce that line and make sure that
okay.
anything running through the creek is not gonna, you don't wanna have septic water flowing down in
Yeah, I
classified
don't
stream.
want that.
So there's gonna be a new expense to have them do the engineering on this work and then do the work as well. So that's,
Well, it'll be cheaper to do that
It's a
than
little bit
Exactly.
Clean it up.
clean
Yep.
it up and have to repair it.
yep. That's it, yeah, for sewer. Yeah,
For now.
correct, yeah. We will see you back in a couple weeks.
Yes, sir.
Let me know. Treasurer Witt.
Yes. So, building for January, pretty slow month, obviously. 3 building permits issued, one municipal search and 1 fire inspection. Total fees collected $450. I know that the original meetings were canceled for planning and zoning, but I don't know if they had a second one or they were able to reschedule, but I do believe there's one for February.
It was a planning board meeting this week.
Yeah, okay, so it was in this month.
Yeah.
Alright. That's all I have for. And then I've submitted the bank balances for January. I don't know, would you guys take a minute? So these are for, Bank of Millbrook. And then for New York class. So working on budget prep for the 26-27 fiscal year. Completed bank recs to January 2026. we have a mid-year report that we will be giving in a few minutes. And we wanted to bring up the board passing a local law to possibly override the tax cap in case we need it. And it has to be done through a local law, so it's like a public hearing and all that. So in order for us to have enough time, we would suggest that be done in March. Doesn't mean you have to do it, it's just in place.
Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So, any thoughts on that? Otherwise, we can kind of get started on just the paperwork for that local law. In the back end on it.
Okay, I'll get it ready to go then. And I'll announce the public hearing. So that's all I have for my portion.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, sir.
Karen?
Okay,
Hello.
the mid-year report is a review that goes from June 1st to January 31st, an overview of what we budgeted, what we received, and what we've expended. So we start with the equipment, supplies, and contractual services. We kind of group them into the general administrative budgets are trending well so far at 67%. The planning, zoning, and building are at 49%. Police expenses are at 47%, and looking to end the year within the budget.
Absolutely.
The fire department is currently at 60%. However, it is important that they communicate and finish the year within their budget. DTW and snow is at 67%, as this includes snow removal, sand and salt. This will be a tough year for these line items. Employee benefits are at 83%, as the annual retirement payment was made in December and it's not amortized. Water and sewer budgets for equipment, supplies, and contractual expenses appear on track. So next we'll take a look at payroll. There are 26 pay periods in a year. This chart represents 17 pay periods, or 65%. There's 35% remaining for the fiscal year. So spent in each department, the Board of Trustees, 67%, Clerk, 62%, Police, 41%, Building, 67%, DPW and Snow, 67%. Board of Trustees, Clerk, and Building are on track to be within their budget lines by May 31st. As the DPW and snow budgets look good currently, winter snow removal and plowing are far from over, and spring cleanup has not yet started. Police are well within their budget due to staffing shortages, which is currently being addressed. So on the revenue side, this chart shows the revenue to budget ratio. The taxes always look good at this point, as we receive them up front in June, and we were made whole in April by the county. Unpaid taxes in November are sent to Dutchess County, and around the first week in April, we receive that re-levy. In terms of revenue, we look at trends, conservative forecasting, and make the best estimates. With the declining interest rates, next year's budget for interest earnings will need to be lowered, and we'll go out and take like a 5-year trend and take a look at and also forward trends of what we anticipate. The fire contract with the town is paid in February and March, so we have not received that yet. The gross receipts revenue usually comes in towards the end of the fiscal year. The court was budgeted low, however, this year we received a payback exceeding the budget. Planning, building, and zoning fees are up as planning and zoning activity in the village remains strong. Other revenues include cell tower rental, cable franchise, which is a a fee that we get towards the end of the fiscal year as well, and department income. At 89%, we anticipate exceeding the budget. So there are not too many moving parts to the water and sewer billing. We're on track in both water and sewer funds to reach or exceed the anticipated revenue, which is one piece of the budgeted anticipated revenue. The other is the expenses. So in addition to the budget, we want the revenue to exceed the expenses. Scott reassured me that's gonna happen. So we'll take a look at all funds. This chart shows the orange is the budget, the blue is what's been expended, and the green is revenues. So currently the revenues are higher than expenses in the water and sewer funds, a trend that hopefully extends through the end of the fiscal year. I anticipate revenue covering expenses in both funds, barring any upcoming unforeseen expenses. The general fund has expended 65% of its budget. However, this also includes the annual retirement payment and insurance payments upfront that are not amortized. Expenses out of our control, impacting current and future budgets, include increases in insurance, general liability, health insurance, workers' comp insurance, weather storm-related expenses, salt machine repair, overtime, the ambulance contract, annual state retirement bill, and as I mentioned, workers' comp benefits. So it is really going to be a challenging year for creating this 26-27 budget. So the village board and staff are committed to the village's future growth and prosperity. Thank you. Any questions?
I just looked at the $200,000 of other revenue in the general fund. Where's that from?
The what?
The $200,000 of other revenue in the general fund. What is that?
That was.
It's all it's
rentals.
other revenue is all those, like the department income and the, everything that's not raised in taxes, or everything that's not those first 5 things.
Water tower rental.
Yeah, the cable franchise, the gross receipts, or the gross receipts is separated out. So the other revenue is just kind of everything else.
All right,
It's all the other line items.
thanks.
Any questions, thoughts, trustees? Good for us to
That's a good report.
good
Yeah, no,
overview.
very, very clear.
Good to keep in mind as we head into
Yeah, I mean, it
the
is.
budget
It is.
season here.
I always say it looks good at this time, but a lot can happen in 4
Yeah.
months.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
there's a lot of winter to go, and then
Right.
even with the winter, you forget all the spring cleanup.
The
after
spring
the
stuff,
winter.
yeah, it's gonna be a
over
mess.
to clean everything up.
Yeah.
But I look forward to working with you all on the budget this year,
Okay.
so.
Thank
And
you.
if you're good with me, then you're all set with me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. Thanks again.
We'll
Have
see
a
you
good
real
night.
soon.
Stay
You
safe.
too.
Trustee Bucklin, you wanna go first?
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
So I'm here and Seal is here, for the Shade Tree Committee. We are proposing that we approve an application for the Hudson Estuary's Trees for Tribs program. And yeah, we need the application, I think our deadline is looming. It's like in the beginning of
Mid-March.
Mid-March.
Okay.
And so what we're planning to do is down by that piece of property between Deneen Road and the waterfall there, we're gonna do some tree planting. This is part of the Climate Smart Communities, and it is a grant requirement.
Yeah, that's been done in the past.
And it's been done in
So-
the past, they've made the application a little bit more thorough, so
Okay.
it took a little bit more effort, but we're committed to doing this, and, yeah, you are welcome to take a look at the
Do you need a motion?
application. Yeah, we need a motion to
I'll
approve.
make that motion that we
I'll second.
approve and submit the Trees for Tribs application.
Great,
All in favor?
Aye.
Great.
and then Peter, we just need your signature on that.
Okay. Just
You
on
can- what-
trees
yep.
2, sorry.
Yep.
I also, Dutchess County Soil and Water
Mhm.
District, they have like a seedling sale at Cornell.
Oh, right,
And like
yeah.
I got a newsletter from them, and they offer a similar program basically, where they will come and plant native species. So I called over there, and I'm gonna meet with somebody in March, maybe on the other side, down the lower end,
Yep.
on village property. So I'm gonna meet with her, and maybe you can come too.
Sure.
Sometime in March, I'll let you know the date.
Yeah, let me know.
But they're free as well, free seedlings, and
Yeah.
so we can.
And while I'm
look
on
into
that, and
too.
glad I have you here in person, Ethan, I'll write you an email to this effect as well. But we're thinking about doing Arbor Day at 2 schools, at Elm and at Alden. So 2 holes is what that means for you. And also, instead of us going around and identifying the trees that need to come down and then sharing that with you and then you sharing it back with us, if you have a list, if you and your guys are out and about, like we did last year, sort of, your top priorities, and then, we'll go through the protocol that we need to go through to make sure that, that we look at them and then we take the steps to get those trees removed.
Okay.
And then we are working on doing some tree planting, and identifying, places to put trees. And if anybody has suggestions, we have a list of people whose properties we have removed trees from, where we would be replacing some. We have some other ideas for locations, but if there's an obvious place where we're taking something down and maybe we want to put something up, just make a note of that as well. Also on the climate action and again, continuing our bronze status, I actually have a woman that I met at Lowe's when I had to get a new stove. She's coming to do a solar consultation on my house tomorrow. But I know we've talked about this before with getting the library involved and community outreach. Again, she wouldn't be really selling anything. It would be more of an informational session that people could come to or not come to at the library. I'm gonna talk to this woman tomorrow, see if she is interested, and then I would talk to Courtney about maybe scheduling that. But I wanted to just read you guys in on that because it is sort of part of our ongoing, sort of work toward greater sustainability and also, resiliency and all of the things that we've been talking about moving forward.
Okay.
All right, that's it from me.
I know I mentioned the solar down at the sewer
Yeah.
plant
Yeah.
potentially too. Tiggin Bond is working on a proposal for us.
Great.
I don't think it's done yet, but keeping the loop on that. And I do have some bad news on trees, unfortunately, with the sidewalks.
Yeah.
So originally, there weren't supposed to be any trees removed in the north side of Franklin project.
We have
Were they
I don't know off the top of my head. Are they
Two.
both in
They're
front of
Reardon Briggs?
Reardon Briggs?
Yeah, Reardon Briggs. Yep, so that'd be up to you guys or you and Seal if you guys wanna come together and pick some, like a
Yeah.
different
Definitely want to
tree that-
replace them.
Yeah, cause we're gonna replace
So
them.
they have to come down to do the sidewalk and
Yeah,
then
well,
we'll
it's-
replace them with some, okay.
It's picking the sidewalk up, so
Yeah.
it's pitching it, the water back towards the buildings and we gotta
Right,
push it
right,
towards
right.
the road,
I
you
get it.
know, so,
I get it.
Yeah,
so,
I definitely think so. But
Yeah,
you're
we
here
can
for
do that.
people.
oh, yeah.
I'll put
You
any
gotta do
negative
it to
comments or
fix
C's,
those
I will just forward them to you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll start a
Yeah.
scrapbook. It'll be my art project for the
Yeah.
next time they have that wall hanging in the library.
We're gonna have the cutouts and
Yeah.
the soil, it'll be the same kind of, just like it was on the south side, but
Nice.
Yeah.
I guess they have to still come out.
Are you gonna start that soon?
Well,
Finalizing the plan,
Okay, great.
We just had, DOT had to make comments on like
Sure.
our proposed plan through the engineers. They made their comments and then they've gotten back to us, or DOT got back to us, and then Harvey edited his plans so we're all set up to go. Now it's time to start soliciting bids, I believe.
Nice.
The next-
That'll be a
next
good plan.
objective,
Um, Peter, on those, if we're gonna replace trees on the sidewalk, I know the shade tree committee has a certain amount of money. might we be able to,
This would be a separate
it would be
line.
separate, okay,
Yeah, you wouldn't
great.
need to use that
okay,
money.
all right. Thank you.
There's also a chance that we could get trees donated.
Donated by, Dennis or something.
Or even like Dawn, because we're
Yeah,
together
business
right
owner.
from
Yeah,
her
yeah,
building,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Oh, yeah,
maybe
she-
someone
yeah.
from Green Briggs who wants
That's
to,
true, yeah.
yeah,
She wants that?
yeah, she wants
Oh,
it back, yeah,
Good.
Okay.
so.
So we might even be able to get something that's more mature.
Yeah,
That's what we get.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That
we
would just
talked to
be-
her and approached her about it
Yeah.
already, so.
Okay, great.
Trustee Lawson?
I got no.
Trustee Briggs?
No.
Deputy Mayor Murphy?
Just what we're going over, I guess.
Only other thing from me is, so the gym, pickleball's back up, so people are using that.
Is the dance coming up on the 27th?
Dance coming up. I
That
have
sounds fun. Do we sign up here in the office for pickleball?
You can sign up with the
With Sarah?
town rec. It
Oh,
goes,
through town, right?
it's through that.
Gotcha. Thank you.
I think there's a link on our website though.
Yeah.
It didn't work for me.
It didn't work for you?
No.
Okay. I will have our.
Well, we'll go
closer
through town.
take a look.
We'll have IT reach out to you. I've also got a couple other proposals for the gym. One being Mexican dancing by this lady who lives in the town.
We'd do like a teaching session? or
Yeah,
something?
it's a
Okay.
class.
So like for kids or for everybody?
For everybody.
Cool.
And then another person who would be using it, basically instruct her daughter in gymnastics or baton twirling. Either
Wow.
way, there's some revenue coming for us.
So do that, the Tom Thorne?
I guess so.
Yeah, right.
I haven't twirled since
But it's some money coming in.
1981.
She's gonna write something
We also had somebody come by to look at it, a
Love it. Love it.
professional gymnastics organization. Fortunately, it was too small for them. But I think the word's getting out that it's kind of open for
Available.
business.
Oh, good. That's
Um,
good.
so I wanted to run all those things by you
Wonderful.
before we move forward with them. Continue to keep you in the loop on those things. That's it for me. Anything else from the public? Anything else from anybody else? Anything? If that's it, I will make a motion that we enter into, that we exit the regular meeting, and that's AI. And,
Village Hall.
That's
AI.
It's really great.
Wow.
That's
But
perfect.
it's so pretty. If it's AI, you should have put a big Christmas tree there.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion that we enter into an executive session. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Thank you.
Thank you.